welcome back. Thanks for checking our channel out at Riviere Galleria. I got another special one for you guys. It's a tutorial on Gemvision again. I try to keep this under 20 minutes, but I think it ran over a little bit extra. It's about 30 minutes, but I tried to edit it so I kept it kind of short, short and sweet. But I think in the future it will be more lengthier ones from now on. But take a look and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.
So welcome back, and we got another tutorial here for you guys, and it's going to be a trellis design for a 4-stone Asher or emerald, but we're going to also try and get this video done in 20 minutes, so we'll see how this goes. And alright, let's start. So we're going to do this in a size 7, and I'm going to place the background image. I already have this in my desktop, and I'm going to align it with my finger rail here to make sure I get it proportionally right. And I'm just going to trim this image. Alright, so we could start. What I'm pretty much going to do is remove 1 stone from this setting, and I'm only going to do a 4-stone. So from this same image we can use and just rotate it here. So imagine, excuse me, imagine there's only 4 stones here. Once we do that, I'm going to actually put in the measurements for my stone, and I'm looking for the emerald builder. Okay, once we have that, make sure everything's okay. And I'm gonna just bring the stone up here, rotate it off the center. Okay, I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Right here, make sure everything's okay, and I'm gonna copy and rotate. I know I did a similar video before. It was a trellis design for I believe it was a wedding band. It was I think the first video I did. It's similar to it. It's just like a woven pattern, where the weave, or part of the woven pattern, is the prongs that hold the stones. It's pretty common. It's a classic look. People seem to like it. So, alright, from here we're just gonna do the shank real quick, change the shape. And I know it's not exactly the same distance as in the photo. I don't know why when I scale it, it scales also the measurements on actual size. So I'm actually measuring a sample that I have here in hand, and it's actually it's more so these measurements. So 165 on the bottom, 175 on the sides, and on the top I'm going to leave it at 4 for now, because I'm going to redo this angle here once we get the trellis done. So from here, I'm actually measuring the thickness of the trellis, the prongs, on the sample that I have. And they're about 1.2 thick, so just keep note of that. So from here, I'm just kind of tracing a little bit. Now each stone has its own set of prongs, so it's not the trellis where it's a sharing. For these type of size stones, I don't recommend sharing one, since they're about almost a carat, I believe, piece. so they're, you know, pretty expensive. So I recommend that you do a individual setting for each stone for these ones. So from here, I'm just gonna hide the image real quick and just see where the lines kind of fall into place for the stones here, because the image isn't always to scale like what you're modeling, so you also have to adjust as you see. So from here I'm just rebuilding, doing 10. I said before, the thickness for these, in some spots it's thinner towards the corners of the stones. Are more like 0.95, 1 millimeter. They're 1.1, 1.2 in some spots towards the base. So I'm just going to do an average of 1.2. So offset each by 0.6. As you can see, I have to bring this part up. So make sure you have your history on, as I don't have mine on. So I'm going to turn that back on. Redo this part. Offset both sides. Turn on my control points. And I'm going to start moving these up, because I don't want to part of the trellis below the fingernail, not too much. So about there is okay. So from here I'm bringing back up my photo, and I am going to copy rotate. From here I'm going to split by point, and I'm going to delete some of these parts. This is supposed to be over, under. I shouldn't have split that part. Sorry. So excuse me. So because from here we have this going on here on the bottom, so I'm actually going to trim it here. Let's move this on the side. Okay, there we go. From here we could do the chink part, so I'm just going to use my interp curve. I'm just going to eyeball here. And this area might be too thick, 2.25, and the sample is about... And the sample is only about 2, so... Scale 1D. I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna edit this. Bring this down a bit. That looks about right. Okay. I'm just gonna split with those two that I just made. I'm gonna rebuild the whole thing. That's good. Okay. So from here, I'm gonna actually build the seats here. Excuse me. So the distance of the baskets itself is about 1.15. So we'll do it about 1. I'll say 1.2. Choose that. I'm gonna change the profile curve shape. Choose this one. 1.2. Lower this bit. Change the scale to 98%. And I'm gonna do on all 4 stones. So I'll leave this back at 100. I want it to kind of touch there on the sides. Okay. So okay, here is where we're gonna try to do the over under on each trellis. So if we start from here, I'm gonna do a curve here, 1 millimeter. Just gonna rotate these and orientate it to the stones. And then here I'm gonna add another one. I'm gonna do 1.2 though. So this curve is going to go behind this one. So I'm going to bring these control points on, and I'm going to move them myself here. These I'm going to push out a little bit. Okay, see, because my history is on, it's updating all the other ones, so I gotta turn this part off. This is the part where it gets annoying if you don't turn it off. So let me redo this part. We'll push this back out. This goes in. We gotta make sure that it's okay. All right. I'm just gonna sweep them just to see what they look like before we start moving the prongs into position. okay. I'm just gonna excuse me. I'm gonna move these. Put it in a different color. Turn my shade on. Move here. So see how I gotta move these more into place. Actually, at this step, you could turn your history back on because it's gonna help you. So again, just do your sweep. Now we're kind of going backwards a little bit here, but you'll see why. Okay, from here, actually grab your curves, the prong setting, and move it to the corners here. Because if you have your history on and your updates, you can actually see it move like in real time. So these are actually out too much. In the sample, they're pushed in. So I'm gonna actually move these. I gotta redo this part again. Bear with me. Okay, I don't know why I didn't do that before. Alright. So I'm just moving the whole bottom section. I'm actually moving that part in first. And let's see how it looks. Okay. And from here, I'm actually gonna move So I turned on the control points and I'm gonna move this over a little bit. So up there. I don't know, some of these have to be moved. Alright, from here I'm just actually moving it from the center, so from F4. And I'm going to change the basket here, so I'm going to do this more angled in so you don't see it too much from the side here. Image up. I feel like I can move this more in, so. Okay, we're gonna fix this once we build the shank here, and we're gonna close in the bridge here. So just for visual purposes, I'm capping them, and I'm copy rotating it to the other side. I don't know why this didn't cap here. From here, we're going to offset through point. I'm splitting it here. Make another curve. Rebuilding this to maybe 7. And I'm going to change this. Move around like that. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so I'm mirroring it to this side. Rebuilding this to, I don't know, let's say 22. Okay. On the sample, I'm measuring a width of 2.3. So I'm gonna make my own profile curve here. I do it a little bit thicker than the actual width of the sample. So Alright, so here we're just gonna do a sweep 2 and maintain height, add a slash. I always do one in the mid and one about there. Okay, and we're gonna cap this, mirror it, see how that looks, trim that off a little bit later. Alright, this is where we need to fix it a little bit. So on one side it looks like it sticks out further, so we're gonna fix all this. So I'm just gonna redo my prong setting because that one was a little funky, it didn't cap. Alright, so from here I actually have to move all these, so I'm gonna also move all the points from below the stone's culet. So anything from here down. Say something like that. And I'm gonna excuse me. I'm going to rebuild these two. So I'm gonna do 8. I'm gonna try this again. Sweep 1. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna offset 0.6 because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace this. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hide this. Rebuild this, I don't know, 12. Same here. And I'm actually going to sweep 1 from here down. If it lets you. There. And I'm going to dupe edge. I'm actually going to take that profile curve, mirror it. Sweep 1. Same on the other side. Sweep this one, that one. See if these cap. Okay, that works. And that's how that works. I'm gonna copy rotate to the other side, bring up the little baskets. And here you can round out the tops of the prongs. We'll see how that looks. So we're just gonna do fill edge. And we're just gonna do 0.4 for now and see how that looks. And you see sometimes it doesn't always work. 0.3. Okay, that seems to work better. And there you go. So that's pretty much how you do a trellis design. From a photo that I took, that was actually from a 5-stone setting. If you have any questions, drop one in the comments. If you like this, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure you check back. I'll make more videos like this in the future. And I think from here, I'm gonna do more longer ones because I don't know how I'm doing on time. Hopefully under 20 minutes or so. But something that's a little bit more complicated, something that's like, maybe a 30-40 minute video, and that something's a little bit more in depth. Stay tuned and catch up on that. So catch you next time.
Thanks for checking our channel out at Riviere Galleria. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment. We like to engage with our audience. Also, make sure to check out our Instagram page at Riviere Galleria. We always put more stuff up on there since we're a little bit more up to date on the Instagram because it's easier for us to post, through our phones. But we do regularly put our stuff on YouTube, so make sure you stop by here and there. Make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss out on any cool content we may have in the future. All right, take care, you guys. See you later.